So time for a quick channel update for the month. Let's talk video plans past and future, and the content of the next channel giveaway, which this one is going to have a bit of an armoured spearhead theme. Hello and welcome back to Auspex Tactics, where today I thought I'd just check in for a monthly quick channel update, and this one I'm going to keep fairly short and sweet, talking through a few monthly videos, a few plans for the future, and announcing the next giveaway. It's usually quite a busy month on the channel, keeping a video or two coming every day. In terms of 40k news though, there's certainly been more going on than normal. There's been quite a lot coming for the game, including 2 different Codex launches. First we had Codex Imperial Agents, and then Codex Blood Angels with its launch box. Always good to have some new rules to dig into, though the Blood Angels one still feels a bit incomplete without the final points cost, which will come at a later date. We also had that 40k roadmap thing, a bit of a disappointment of a reveal show, but to be fair the teasers were interesting. Guardian Eldari, though it could be a very long wait until 2025 before the full launches for them. We also had the Combat Patrol magazine launch, and around all that I had a bit of time for a few other big projects. One that I wanted to get done for a while was the one starter army idea for every Warhammer 40k faction, and it just got pushed back a lot of times just due to how big it was, with having to go through every single faction in the game and add up a bunch of kits and prices and ideas to expand, but I finally managed to get that one done. That seems to have been one of the better received videos of the month. Besides that, for bigger projects that you might have missed, I did a rating for every unit for Adeptus Mechanicus, which was kind of fun, and I looked through each army's anti-tank systems as well. Both of those maybe having a bit more effort put into them than the average video. For the future, I'm always interested to hear suggestions for next video ideas. I always have more ideas than I can possibly make, but definitely shift things around a bit if there's things that particularly inspire me. For one of the next big projects, I'm hoping to do a How to Field Every Space Marine Unit one, a bit of a remake of one I did for 9th edition, just for ideas about how to use each unit in terms of loadout and battle plan. I talked through every army and what they might be wanting from the next balance update, and then for a few more coming this week, there's a Space Wolf top units video, a Dark Salamanders and some Firestorm units, and for a bit of core 40k strategy, there's a Heroic Intervention video on the way, a stratagem that got way more powerful in 40k 10th edition, and that's currently live as an early access video for channel Patreon backers at the moment. I'm sure it'll be busy as ever, and I'll certainly cover any more news or rumours Games Workshop gives us. Sounds like things are going to be a little bit more on the quiet side in terms of rules updates and things. I guess the next major thing might be the 40k balance pass and the Blood Angels release whenever it turns up, but I look forward to covering them when we get them. Moving on to giveaways, the last month's one was a particularly big one. This one was one of the Pick Your Battle Force box set ones, 8 different winners that could choose either the Blood Angels army set or one of the Inquisitorial Ordo ones, either Xenos, Malleus or Hereticus as you prefer. I can now announce that the winners of those are Robert Drake, Logan Bartz, Pirikos Manon, which I'm absolutely sure that I'm butchering, so sorry for that, Paladin327, Nick Gilbert, Alex Champlin, David Bell and David Jormungandr. I've just messaged the first 6 of you. The only 2 that I haven't managed to get through to are David Bell and David Jormungandr. I've been having some slight technical issues with the Facebook page, so if there's any possibility of you messaging me, that would be greatly appreciated. I can basically see the winning post and the nice picture of a Tau battlesuit and some curious rat sisters, but my workaround for messaging people doesn't seem to be working on it at the moment. There's probably another technical way of doing it, which I will look into if you don't get back to me. In any case though, I look forward to hearing which one of the box sets that you'd like, and I'll have them in the post as soon as possible. Otherwise, that brings us to the next month giveaways, and for October I thought we'd go for an Armoured Spearhead one. Basically going to be giving away 4 tank armies to channel viewers, so if you either wanted to add a whole column of tanks or transports to your army, or start a whole new force based around a whole load of Lehman Russes or Gladiator tanks or something, then this one might be of interest to some of you. For this one I thought we'd do a custom tank army, maybe a little bit similar to those custom Knight Household giveaways I've done in the past. As mentioned, there'll be 4 winners, and each winner can choose a tank army of their construction, any 5 vehicles that are at or below £60 or $95 each, or otherwise you can sub out any 2 choices for a single really big kit, something like a Necron Monolith or an Imperial Knight or something. So you could say have something like the army pictured, with 2 Gladiator tanks, a Repulsor, a Redemptor, and a Vindicator, or lump multiple choices together, say maybe have 2 Monoliths and a Doomsday Ark for example. Hopefully that should mean it's relevant to a good number of armies out there, but it should be pretty nice to start certain forces like Astra Militarum. As ever with the channel giveaways, there's 2 equal ways to enter, both of them linked in the video description. Either you can get automatic entry via supporting the channel on Patreon for any amount, that gets you automatic entry each month, as it is the main thing that keeps all the videos coming, or you can support the channel on social media completely for free. And to do that, you need to do 3 different actions: subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the Facebook page, and then when you've done both of those, you enter the draw on the post on the 1st of October. A giveaway post appears at midnight UK time and is active for 24 hours. During that time, responds to the post with any 40k mini or imagery in a photo, along with your name and the date handwritten within that same one, just to make sure that the prizes go to real people and not bots. Then, after all the entries are in, the draw is done with a random number generator, and it's announced on the channel update video on YouTube around the 4th of October. At that point, I'll get in touch with all the winners, ask you which flavour of tanks you'd like in the tank army, and then post them out to people once I've received them. Hopefully it should be a useful one to some of you out there. As ever, there'll be further giveaways each and every month. Otherwise, that's mainly it for announcements. For things that I mentioned last time, it looks like that Taschengeld Deep shop has been doing quite nicely as an EU affiliate link. They're based in Germany and don't ship to literally everywhere, but do cover a good number of countries. In general, the response has been really quite good for that, so I'll certainly be keeping them on the channel. They do 16% off most Warhammer miniatures and 20% off pre-orders normally, and it can be one way to support the channel if you're in Germany or the other places they ship to in the EU. As ever, feel free to check out the Auspex Tactics merch store if you want some cool dice with channel designs and a whole bunch of funky t-shirts and other designs too. There were a bunch of new ones last month from the channel merch competition, so a lot of new designs as well as just the standard channel logo ones. The printed things have got fairly global shipping as they're made by print on demand service. The dice are basically shipped from the USA, so shipping can be a big factor in them unfortunately. There's not really a ton of ways around that. In any case though, I think I'll leave that there for this one. A massive thank you to each and every one of you for watching, commenting, liking and supporting and all that stuff. As ever, I'm always just immensely grateful that I can do YouTube as my full-time thing. I'll certainly work as hard as I can to keep the 40k videos flowing for some interesting things to watch. As ever, feel free to let me know any thoughts or feedback down in the comments below. But otherwise, I'll just say a massive thank you for listening now, and I'll hope to see you guys in the next video.